Okay, when it comes to lemon cupcakes, they must have two things. Firstly, they should be super soft, of course, and secondly, they should be super zesty and lemony, and these lemon cupcakes are exactly those two things. So start off by preheating your oven to 160°C or 320°F with the fan on, also known as convection mode, and line a 12-hole cupcake tray with cupcake liners. Okay, now once that's done, just set your cupcake tray aside for now, and next we're going to sift together our dry ingredients. So I've got 150 grams or 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 11 grams or 1 1/2 tablespoons of cornstarch, also known as cornflour in some countries, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then you just want to use a whisk to mix that all together until well combined. Okay, now you just want to set this aside for now, and next in a medium-sized bowl add in 43 grams or 3 tablespoons of room temperature unsalted butter, 70 grams or a 1/3 cup of unflavored vegetable oil, I use canola oil, 200 grams or 1 cup of white granulated sugar, and 1 tablespoon of lemon zest, which is about the zest of 1 medium-sized lemon. And then using a hand or stand mixer on a medium-high speed, cream that together for 2 minutes until it's light and fluffy. By adding the lemon zest in with the sugar during the creaming stage, it helps to release more of the flavour from the lemon zest as opposed to adding it later on in the recipe. Next, you want to add in 2 eggs one at a time, mixing well in between each addition. So you want to make sure the first egg is incorporated well into the batter before you add the second egg. Okay, now just give your bowl a little scrape down. Now once that's done, add in 90 grams or a 1/3 cup of Greek yogurt, make sure it's at room temperature, and 35 grams or 2 1/2 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lemon juice. I find that the combination of Greek yogurt and lemon works really well together, and the Greek yogurt helps to amplify that lemon flavor. And then once you've got all of that lemon juice in there, just give it a good mix until it's well combined. Your batter may look slightly curdled at this stage, but that's okay. Now you just want to get all of your batter off of your attachments because we're going to be doing the rest of the mixing by hand. Now the last step is to add in our pre-sifted dry ingredients from earlier, and using a spatula you just want to gently fold that in until just combined without over mixing it. So you just want to mix until there are no more large chunks or streaks of flour. It's okay if the batter is a little lumpy in the end. Okay, now once your batter is done, it should be really nice and smooth now and no longer be curdled. And now all that's left to do is to evenly distribute the batter into the cupcake tray. I end up with roughly about 2 tablespoons per cupcake liner, and you want to make sure they're filled only till about 3/4 of the way up, because if you overfill the liners, then your cupcakes will overflow when they rise. Okay, now once that's done, just give your cupcake tray a light tap on the counter to remove any large air bubbles. And now these are going to go into the oven for 18 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. So my cupcakes are out of the oven now. They've got a wonderful lemony smell to them. They've been cooling in the tin for about 10 minutes, and now I'm going to place them onto a wire rack to completely cool. Now, while these cupcakes are cooling, we're going to move on to our lemon curd filling. So this is an eggless lemon curd and is honestly so easy to put together. So to a small saucepan, add in 1/2 tablespoon of lemon zest, which is about the zest of 1/2 lemon, 80 grams or a 1/3 cup of fresh lemon juice, which is about 2 1/2 lemons, 66 grams or a 1/3 cup of white granulated sugar, 10 grams or 1 1/2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 80 grams or a 1/3 cup of milk, and a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. Give that a good mix so that it's well combined, and then place it over a medium heat and keep stirring until the mixture starts to thicken in consistency. At that point, immediately take it off the heat and add in 56 grams or a 1/4 cup of cold unsalted butter, and stir it every now and then until it's fully melted and well combined. Now to make this just that little bit more yellow, you can add a very small drop of yellow gel food coloring, or a pinch of turmeric, but this is optional. Now the last step, which is also optional, is to strain your lemon curd to make it really nice and smooth, which basically just gets rid of those little pieces of lemon zest. Okay, now that is our lemon curd all done, and now you just want to set this aside to cool for now, and the last element which we're going to be working on is a small batch of my delicious lemon cream cheese frosting. So this frosting also comes together really easily, so you want to start off by adding 112 grams or half a cup of room temperature unsalted butter to a bowl, and using a hand or stand mixer on a medium-high speed, cream that together for a few minutes until it's light and fluffy. Next, add in 285 grams or 2 1/4 cups of icing sugar, also known as powdered or confectioner's sugar, in 3 batches. So you want to make sure each batch is mixed in well before adding in the next. Now to finish off, add in 168 grams or 3/4 cup of cold cream cheese. And you want to make sure it's a firm cream cheese. And then you also want to add in 3/4 teaspoon of vanilla and 3/4 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. And then just mix that in until it's just combined and the frosting is nice and smooth. You don't want to overmix the frosting after the cream cheese has been added in, because the liquid in the cream cheese starts breaking down the icing sugar, and the more you do this, the less stable your frosting is going to become. Okay, and that is it. Our lemon cream cheese frosting is all done. So my cupcakes are all cooled down now, and the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little hole in the center of each cupcake to put our lemon curd filling. Now you can use an apple corer for this, or even a small knife or spoon, or what I'm going to do is use the back of a large piping tip. So all you have to do is push the back of the piping tip down about halfway through the cupcake, give it a little twist, and then the center should come right out. If it doesn't, you can also use a little spoon to help kind of scoop it out, and then I just use the back of a spoon to push the cake out of the piping tip. Okay, now once you've got all the little holes in your cupcakes, then you want to go ahead and fill them with the lemon curd. If the curd has set up quite a bit and it's a little bit too firm, then you can just heat it up ever so slightly in the microwave to make it a little more liquidy, but just make sure it's completely cool before putting your frosting on top, otherwise it's going to melt your frosting. Now next I'm placing a 1M star piping tip into a piping bag and filling it with my cream cheese frosting. And then I'm just piping little cupcake swirls on the top of the cupcakes. Now for this last part, which is optional, I'm going to place the leftover lemon curd into a piping bag and then cut the tip of the piping bag off so I have a very small hole. And then I'm going to pipe some of that lemon curd on the top of the cupcakes in a back and forth motion. Okay, and that is my lemon cupcakes all done. These cupcakes are honestly so incredibly soft. They're bursting with lemon flavor, and that lemon curd really adds a wonderful depth and pop of flavor to the cupcakes. And now for the best part, a little bit of taste testing. Oh, that's so good. The cupcake itself is just so incredibly soft, and that lemon curd and cream cheese frosting all just goes so well together. It's honestly probably one of the best lemon cupcakes I've ever had. So that is it, guys. If you do decide to give this recipe a go, then don't forget to leave a review on my blog. It really helps my content out, and I absolutely love hearing from you guys. I'll see you in the next video.